Hello. So I've been asked the question around how does the brand or the experience, how can you use that properly in your messaging? And I guess this comes back to, what we know as copywriting. And copywriting is simply the method by which you write and explain and communicate in the written form with your prospects and your customers. So in terms of the messaging that I've been talking about with the branding, so messaging is a key component of that. The example I've got here is with our business, Success Wizards make a difference. So that's our key message. We're here to make a difference in our business, our customers' lives and their businesses and then their employees and their families, etc., etc. So we're here about making a difference, and that's our core message. In terms of how you actually bring that message to life, let's get down to it. So on your website, your copy on your website needs to be infused and be really clear with your message, your tagline, everything that's come out of that branding work and that experience work about who you are. You've got to write about it in your about page. You've got to have it as part of the who your business is and the people are. Then there's places in your website where obviously your website homepage should be geared towards your customer and solving that customer's problem. So your message and the language you use needs to be, woven into that message, into that story, into the copy on the homepage, because it's not about you, it's about your customers, right? So the message is there. Then it needs to be in any lead magnets you have or videos. So when you're trying to give value to your prospects before they buy, when they come on this little journey with you where you're courting them, right? Your message needs to be written out or spoken about in those, whether it's slideshows, videos, PDFs, whatever it is, the same words and language. And this is about creating this consistency that I've been talking about, the consistency of who you are in the message and the brand. So what you say up front needs to be consistent along the way. There's no point having a really clear message up front on the homepage of your website about how it is that you're going to solve their problem, and then once they get your lead magnet and they start getting your emails, it's just a different message. You've lost them. You'll lose them at that point. They'll opt out. Your lead magnets need to be properly done. Whatever your business is, if lead magnets are appropriate for you, make sure they are professionally copywritten, not by yourself, and produced properly. So they are professional looking. If you want to compete with all the noise out there, you've got to look good. You've got to rise above the noise. Everything's got to look really professional. It needs to have your branding infused in it, whether that's your colors, images, your logo, the right words, everything that is about you and what you deliver to your customers as a solution to their problem needs to be conveyed in that everywhere. The emails you send them, the phone calls you make them. How do you want your staff and yourself to be conveyed on a phone call? Just little things like that. How you answer the phone if you have people calling you during the day for quotes or to ask you questions. How you answer the phone is really important. And again, it could be the same message, somehow really simply infused into that. And on landing pages, on web pages, in your social media, on the posts, even in the blog articles you create, okay, they're obviously being written about topics and solutions to problems and different perspectives on things. You've still got to infuse you. It's still part of you. You need to have your business's brand, the essence of your business infused into everything that you do. This is part of it. You can't borrow from someone else. You can't just copy from one of your competitors and think that'll be fine. No, it won't be fine, because people will pick it up. when they read it, they'll know that it's not you, because it won't match what they've read previously. And this is why it is really important to ensure that you have all of these elements done properly and consistently. If you go out to a web developer and you get a new website created and you ask them to handle all the copywriting, they'll come back to you and say, well, I need to have certain information about your business, it's for certain pages, but otherwise they could probably get it copywritten. Now, is that copywriter also going to create the lead magnet and your emails and the follow-up messages and everything else? If they're not, I would question whether it's worthwhile doing that, unless you already have a brief, unless you've already done your branding and you have a brief of what your message stands for and who your business is and what needs to be conveyed on the website, to give that to the copywriter to then do it properly and make sure that matches with everything else that you're sending out. Okay? So messaging is critical. The language, the words that people read, how it makes them feel. This is all part of the experience. It's really critical, really, really, really important. So I hope that's really come across clear, and the importance has been conveyed. I'm sure I've conveyed that well, right? I feel it's important, and I've just said it. I know it's important, and I wish you all the best. Have a great day, and I look forward to your questions. See you soon.